We're also concerned about the so-called probe into extrajudicial executions, which is turning into a witch hunt against the former DCI boss, Mr. George Kinoti, and some few police officers. Let's be clear on the so-called extrajudicial executions. As a party, we believe in the sanctity of life of every Kenyan. As we have said time and again, we believe in the rule of law. We believe in the due process. Naturally, therefore, we are opposed to extrajudicial executions in our country because our supporters have been the greatest victims over the years. We believe that all, not some, cases of real or suspected extrajudicial executions need to be investigated and those responsible punished. We are, however, firmly opposed to the current trend directed by a vindictive regime that the president that seems to be pursuing a personal vendetta against specific current and past state officers in the pretext of pursuing extrajudicial executions. 7. One of William Ruto's grudge against George Kinoti and the DCI started way before the elections. Ruto appears to believe that the coming of the UDI regime is a perfect mandate for him to punish the officers he long had a grudge against. We are here to say no. We oppose that attempt to sacrifice state officers who, in the line of duty, may have rubbed politicians the wrong way and who are now being selectively punished for having done their job. Ruto seems to be looking for some Indians whom he lost in the middle of the August elections. Those Indians were human beings. They deserve to live, and we continue to pray for their families and hope that they will be found alive and that justice shall be done in their case. But we believe the Indians are not the first to disappear, and they will most certainly not be the last if their past is anything to go by. So, as Mr. Ruto mounts a search for the Indians, whoever and whatever they were to him, we want an equally vigorous search to establish the truth behind their disappearance and death of tens of Kenyans, including the following: Sergeant Kipyegon Kenei, the administration police officer, went missing just when he was supposed to accompany his colleagues to the Directorate of Criminal Investigations to record a statement in the 39.5 billion shillings fake arms probe that involved the office of the Deputy President when Ruto was serving in that capacity. B. Mr. Christopher Koech, who taught at Kaunga Primary School in Mumias, who was later found lying on the side of a road near Shibuli Market with foam in his mouth and was sweating profusely. He was linked to the ICC case. At one time, he was under witness protection and even sought refuge in a neighboring country. Mr. Koech was to travel to The Hague to testify in lawyer Paul Gicheru's ICC case. Meshak Yebei, whose mutilated body was found in Savo National Park, some 600 miles or kilometers from the Eldoret where he had disappeared. He too was linked to the ICC cases. D. Journalist John Kitui was allegedly killed for his reporting on the death of a witness in the ICC proceedings. E. Journalist Walter Osapiri Barasa and Philip Kipkoech Bet, alias Kipsengera, Nigeria, both wanted by the Hague-based International Criminal Court for interfering with witnesses. Their whereabouts remain unknown to date. F. ICC witnesses like John Kangede disappeared in 2008. George Duo died in 2013. Bernard Kimeli died in 2011. Charles Ndungu Wagacha, Naftali Irungu, Anthony Mwenje, Joroge Gichere, Timothy Mburu Gatira, Njuguna Gitao Njuguna, among other ICC witnesses who disappeared and later died under mysterious circumstances. G. Then there is the lawyer Paul Ndungu, the last of the ICC witnesses who died last September, probably driving the final nail in the coffin of the ICC case. H. Finally, there is Ms. Chris Musando, the IBC IT manager, who was tortured and murdered days to the 2017 election. I cannot finish without mentioning my late friend, Jacob Juma, who was found shot dead in Ngong Highway, and whose to date his death has not been properly concluded. Jacob Juma, before he was killed, had stated those who wanted him dead. 11. As a party, we demand an immediate end to the selective and vindictive process Root was embarked on with regard to disappearances and extrajudicial executions. Instead, we demand a transparent, professional, and inclusive public inquest to assist the country and families determine the fate or whereabouts of members who disappeared or died under unclear circumstances, including the ICC witnesses and election officials.